Welcome back to Riftforged Dragons. We're today joined by Dan again. Hi, Dan.
Hello.
And Luke. Say hi, Luke.
Hi.
Luke's actually not playing. He's going to bed. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dan, what?
Kingdoms of Men.
Kingdoms of Men. And today, now I put a poll on the website and it said play Orcs, but I've just done 4 games with Orcs at a tournament. So I think probably everyone's a bit, I'm sure you've watched that all the way through, which is probably gone up before this, but I'm sure you're very bored of Orcs because I'm a little bit bored of Orcs. So we have got some Orcs, we've gone with Orcs because you tell me to, but it's Riftforged Orcs with heavy proxies because I haven't got them in yet.
It's not really Orcs, is it?
It's not really Orcs, it's fine, they are fake Orcs. So doing that, let's have a look at the lists. Go on, Luke. Alright, first things first. It's been a while since we recorded this. It was actually recorded in mid-December and I'm recording this early January. So, in many ways, we are going on a voyage of discovery together with this back report because I can't really remember what happened. The second thing is, watching that back, Dan looked really annoyed. Maybe Dan didn't appreciate me shoehorning my 5-year-old into the intro. Who knows? I felt like he was happy. Maybe that's just his resting face. Yeah, sorry, Dan. So, Dan's Kingdoms of Men. So, Dan bought a Horde of Foot Guard with Pathfinder and the Indomitable Will upgrade, 2 regiments of Militia Mob, 2 regiments of Knights, one with Boots of Striding and one with Blessing of the Gods, 2 hordes of the new Beast Cavalry. So these are the kind of like pseudo-dracons, but he didn't give them fly. He gave them the Thunderous Charge and Vicious upgrade, and gave 1 Staying Stone and 1 Chalice of Wrath for a little bit of wave mitigation. 2 cannons, a hero on Pegasus, a wizard on a Pegasus with a lightning bolt, a captain on a horse, the monarch with the crown of chivalry for knights, which gives rally 2, and then the outlaws formation with 2 troops of bowmen and the brigand, who's a kind of shooty little hero. Now, this list is very good, I have to say. So, Foot Guard are also knights. So the Horde of Foot Guard, the Knights, and the Beast Cavalry, I think Beast Cavalry, I'd probably have to look that one up to be certain, all get the Rally 2 from the Monarch, which is extremely good, because the one problem with Knights is they're low nerve. Well, guess what, chums? Not anymore. So, very good list. Some nice fire support. So, you might look at the Outlaws formation. So, the 2 troops of bowmen, what they gain is the ability to ignore cover when they don't move, which has got a cool name. I can't remember what it's called. Dan yells it a lot during the game, so we'll find out together. I think they get steady aim, maybe, as well. Anyway, happy days. Let's have a look at my Riftforged Orcs, which are largely not played by Riftforged Orcs in this. Anyway, so we have 2 hordes of Riftforged Legionnaires, which I might have misspelled there, which are actually Mantic Orcs, not the new ones. One of whom has Brew of Strength, and one of whom has, I think, Post of the Caterpillar. It's been a while, like I said. 2 troops of Tundra Wolves, which in this particular game are played by Mounted Orcs. A Stormforged Shrine, which is the kind of the multi-use, multi-casting Titan, so it gives a rally aura and it can recast its Bane Enchanted number and its Host Shadow Beast a number of times. Though I don't use Host Shadow Beast in this list. And it's played by a Tangle from the Ratkin, same size. 2 hordes of Thunderseers. So these are kind of like berserker monster type Cyclopses, and they have 30 attacks, which is good. And they've both got Visions of the Rift. Visions of the Rift means that they can redeploy after scouting moves. Cool. And I've given 1 Brew of Sharpness, so it's 30 attacks on the 3s, and the other one Blessing of the Dogs. The Dogs? Blessing of the Gods, which is elite for their 30 attacks, which is pretty good. An Amber Ox, which is what this big thing is in the background of this image. It's kind of like a shooty monster, which is not very good, by the way. A Stormcaller, who is their kind of God Speaker equivalent, played by a God Speaker. Imagine that. And I've given them Inspiring Talisman, Bane Chant, and Wither and Perish, which I don't think I use, which is good. Two Stormbringers on Hellstrike Manticores. So these are like little flying heroes, which I really want to like. But in this game, they're being played by, I think, elves. Oh, let me look. The models are over here. What are they? Oh, one's a dragon. One's an elf on a dragon. One's an elf on a griffin. Vodler, who I think is played by an orc, but he's on a 50 base. He's supposed to be a Cyclops, as it turns out. He's the Defense 6 hero who also has visions from the Rift. Oh, that's it. So that's my list. I think it needs some tuning, it's fair to say. But let's... it's got, it's alright. Let's see how we go. So this is the table, which I've tried to adjust to make as best you can. Obviously, I forgot to take the terrain before the game. I thought Dan was going to be dwarves, so I got out my underground dwarven mine thing, ruins map, which I really like. And hopefully you'll like too, but I spent ages making it. So what it's got is, it's got these 2 6, so they're forests, they're like underground kind of weird plants, 2 height 6 forests. Then these, so these aren't 8s on the sides, they're in height infinity because they're pillars. You can see they're pillars that go from the ground up. You see that? Yeah, okay, good. So 2 height infinity pillars and a height 6 kind of dwarven forge. A height 3 hill, which I'm very proud of. It looks really cool. And then 2 height 0 pieces of flat terrain. Oh, and then 2 height 2 walls, which are actually kind of fallen pillars. You see? It's good, isn't it? Anyway, the scenario is push. So we have our token there in the middle, and we have 2 tokens each, which we place upon our units in a place that I should tell you. So let's have a look at how we deployed, although obviously you can see how we deployed because I've taken this photograph post-deployment. Get on with it. So you'll see that, so Dan kind of deploys. There's a lot of redeployment goes on after deployment. So Dan deploys a strong center. And I've talked before about how I like to play push, which is that you ignore the other person's tokens. Right? You just fight for the middle and you make sure your tokens get across. Ignore where they put them. The problem is, Dan put his horde of foot guard in the middle, and I'm fairly certain that was where he was going to stick his tokens. And I was kind of being forced a little bit to do the same. I was hoping to put a really strong flank. But Riftforged Orcs deployment happens after the captain's redeployment. Right? You with me? So you can see in the screenshot, I've stuck my Thunder Seers with my real hammer unit, my 30 attack units. I've just chucked them in the corner because it doesn't matter. I can put them wherever I want, right? And then I've got my 2 hordes. So my horde in the middle is my Brew of Strength horde. My horde on the other side over here is my Pathfinder. But I stuck it on a wall. And I didn't really measure it properly because actually there's not got enough room to get off that wall. So that was a missed deployment. And against that unit, so I think Dan suspected I was going to put my tokens on that one, which I was. And he redeployed his heavy cavalry, so both beast cavalries on that side, which made me not want to put my tokens there. So I put them on the Stormforged Shrine in the middle, and I hoped that so then when I redeployed both of my Thunderseer units into the center as well, in the hope that that meant I could basically punch through his middle using the pillars, or one of the pillars here, as kind of something to maneuver around so that he couldn't take my flanks. And hopefully I had enough chaff, so I had my little Tundra Wolves behind my Orcs, and both of my flying guys kind of positioned to jump in front to allow me to get that very all-important first charge. So yeah, that was how we deployed. Dan's got a lot of fast cavalry, so I am outsped pretty much, so I need to make sure that I can use my chaff appropriately to allow me to get those charges in. Let's crack on into turn 1. Just, if you're thinking it's all overhead, it's not if you haven't seen one of these before. I tend to do the first turn from the top down because not a lot happens, and then we cut into the exciting action in the handheld stuff in a little bit. Okay, so we crack straight into turn 1. I win turn 1, which is good, and because I like to be pushing forwards, particularly if something like push. Okay, so we just move everything forwards. The one thing I'm concerned is that he does have some shooting in the form of cannons. My big hordes and that I wasn't overly concerned about. I'm mainly the flyers I'm trying to position. So as I move things forward, as you can see, both on the left and in the middle, I'm just keeping out of multiple charge ranges. So if one thing can charge, like the hero on the Pegasus can charge my unit on the left, that's fine. If multiple units can charge, that's a worry. Okay, so everything's just outside of charge ranges. And then I position my flyers. So I want them to be shielded so they can't necessarily be shot by multiple things. But they've got a nice 20-inch charge range, so it does give a little bit of fear in terms of their push. So I do have some shooting. I've got the Amber Rocks. I think I've got a little bit of shooting. I think I've got Lightning Bolt on the Stormforged Shrine. I do 1 massive point of damage onto the Monarch, because it's the only thing that I can see or reliably see without any cover, which is rubbish. And then into Dan's turn 1. So far, so normal. This turn does not finish in a normal fashion. Just foreshadow in by about a minute. So, fairly standard. Dan then moves up, staying outside of my charge range. This normal kind of turn 1. Oh, you're going to go first, am I going to go first? The only exception being these militia mob, where he's kind of pushed them really far forward. And actually, he's placed them in such a fashion that I think it's quite difficult for me to charge anything important with those Thunderseers, as we essentially, come and have me, come and have some go, which is fair enough. He's got some horsemen and the Monarch on a hill, which is very worrying for that horde. I need to use my chaff appropriately, and he's got both of his really heavy units on the left. Okay, so far so good. Here's the thing. I mess up my positioning with my left-hand flyer here, because his war engine, which is just off screen, top right, his cannon can see the back of it and of course ignores cover. The other cannon goes into the horde and they do a nuts amount of damage. Like, let's have a look. So I didn't film it because it's only the first turn, but his cannons, all 4 shots hit. 6 damage on this Manticore guy, 9 damage on my horde, which is just rude. We're going to roll it here.
Yeah, sure. So this guy...
We should have a dice tray or something like that. I do.
Oh, yeah, if only. Yeah. So it's shattering, so it's an 8 to kill. That's an 8.
Again.
Ooh. And that is a 9.
So what happens if you put an elf dragon instead of an orc?
Oh, cannons are amazing. Who knew?
I'm so depressed. The first time I played this list. Go on. Cannons.
And the horde, they're fine.
Fine. I hate you.
You're good.
2. So that happened. That's the thing that happened. So I've lost one of my flies, which is not expected, but you do have to continue. I do have 4 pieces of chaff, counting them as chaff, so I'm not wildly worried by it. I'm slightly concerned by the amount of damage on my horde, which is a lot more than I would expect on a defense 5 horde, but there you go. So I can't allow Dan to dictate the charges in this fashion. So what I do is I put the Manticore guy on the right into the militia and move my Thunderseers back a little bit, so I've got enough room to charge. I then put my Tundra Wolves in front of the Monarch and the Knights, so they can't charge anything can't charge into my horde essentially, or into my Thunderseers, so I'm now already there. And the left-hand side, I play for time. Okay, I'm not interested in the left-hand side at all. There's nothing there of value to me, and really, there's nothing there of value to him either. He's got both of his big punchy units and a flyer. I just kind of trundle my guys backwards a bit because there's no reason. I can't get them off the wall. That's the other thing. I'm stuck on that stupid wall that I've stuck there. So if I trundle back, he's got a problem. He can't charge me because I'm outside of his charge range, but he has to deal with me because he doesn't want me charging his flank or rear. So I'm playing for time on that side while trying to dictate the charges on the right-hand side. Okay, so Dan having done 15 damage in his first turn of shooting, I've just done 0 damage in my turn of shooting because life is terrible. So we're going to use my little man, who's called Stormbringer on Hellstrike Manticore, or Elf Guy on a Griffin. He's got 5 attacks, Brutal, Crush 2. So 5 attacks on the 3s.
Nice.
Yeah.
2s.
I mean, it doesn't matter. 3 hits. 3 as well. What are they?
Militia.
So 5. What's their net?
12, 11, 13, 11, 14.
11, 14. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're right.
Alright.
Alright, so Dan now does a fair bit of fiddling around, it's fair to say, to see what he could fit, to see whether I'd made any mistakes. Fortunately, for once, I hadn't in the centre, so he tried to see whether his militia mob could maybe flank that horde, but they couldn't quite get in. Nothing else could really get in, so instead he took the charges that were there, so the knights and the monarch on the Tundra Wolves, and the militia mob countercharged, but the other regiment of knights that he had is now trundling back over, so that's not looking great for me. On the right hand side, there's the other militia mob just kind of merrily trundling their way down the side of the board. However, on the left, he's got the speed advantage on me now because I've only got my Tundra Wolves and they're speed 9. Speed 9 are they? Speed 8? I can't remember. The point being, this moron left them behind the horde. I think I couldn't maybe back up and get them for. I can't remember. So essentially, he can push forward with one of his beast cavalry with the flying hero in support, and the other one managed to turn past the woods out of the charge range of my horde, ready to come and support the rest of his troops. So that's a pretty good move. It still gives him plenty of range with his cannons into my already damaged units. So let's see how that goes. Right, this is my attempt to show the cannon all the way over there, shooting the unit that's down below the camera through the tiniest of gaps, and Dan's going to roll 6s.
Ooh,
see? Only the 1 6 this time, such a shame.
1 hit.
There you go.
So plus 1 is 2. 2 damage.
Ridiculous.
And the other one's going to shoot the Tangle /
Not Tangle, it's a Stormforged Shrine.
Stormforged Shrine.
All the way over there.
1
again. Just roll 6s. That's a 4. So 2, 3.
Yeah.
So it's 5. So 2s. I mean, sure, 3 wins. I mean, sure. I'm just like my army's evaporating. I'll go back to normal orcs. They're better. And then your militia.
Militia, yeah. They're going to have 12 attacks.
5s?
Yeah.
So 5s and 5s.
5 and 5s. Just want 1 there, don't they?
Just need 1 wound.
3. It's, just one of these to land, right?
Yeah.
1 wound.
1 wound.
Yes. That's fine. Three more.
So it's double 1s, or anything but double 1s.
Indeedly doodly. Yeah, and not inspired me.
Nope. Ow. Well, that'll teach goblins to pretend to be Tundra Wolves.
Sure will.
Okay, I failed to mention something really important about what Dan did in that turn. You would have noticed this wizard sitting in front of my horde, which was really a critical move because I'd committed my chaff that I had here. I've only got 2 pieces of chaff in my army. I'd committed it to the knights and the monarch in the hope that I can then charge next turn, but he stuck his wizard into my orcs. And it's something you can't run through because it's not an individual. It's on a Pegasus. That's horrifically bad news for me. So at this point, obviously my Tundra Wolves are gone. The horde is gonna die. So that's bad. So I need to deal with some of the threats. So I came up with a plan. So you will see me faffing around with the template because what I really want to do is send those Thunder Seers into that horde to see what they can do. I'm hoping for good things. So they have Pathfinder, so they're still hitting on 3s. 3s followed by 3s. 30 attacks. I mean, you never know. Yeah, got to do something, right? You've got to have a blender unit to do something. And I'm hoping that I can wipe out the militia mob here with my hero and then run the Griffin forward to block off those knights, right? And then I'm going to try and shoot, in a desperate gamble, everything at the knights to try and waver them on the hill. Then on the left-hand side, I have managed to... So I've also got Vodler over there, my Defense 6 hero, who's an absolute badass, and is really... I've put him way out on the side to be inspiring, and actually he's totally wasted there. He's really expensive. So the Tundra Wolves are holding up that horde of beast cavalry, and then Vodler can deal with them. And my other horde is coming over, you can see, here to try and flank these beast cavalry before they come in. However, the captain is there, and he's probably going to shaft me up next turn. So I'm not going to lie, guys. It's not looking great for me, but let's see how we do. So, because I'm losing very badly, I'm gambling on these knights getting at least wavered. Come on. Lightning bolt. 3, 4, 5 now. So 4s and 4s. Oh, that's what it's. Oh, literally. Alright. And now the Amber Rocks. 3 we go. 2 hits.
Oh, here we go.
D3s. I mean, 3.
3, yeah.
4s. 2 wounds. Alright. And then my little guy, I think he's got lightning bolt 4.
Got rid of the rally 2.
4s.
4s.
1. Alright, so up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
You're so smug. Hey, that's nice. And they are not wavered. Well, that didn't work. Right, this guy on his horse, on his Hellstrike Manticore.
Manticore, yeah.
5 attacks, 3s and 2s.
Shouldn't cut this down.
4 hits. 3 wounds.
3. Just 6, which puts him to 8, and he's brutal, so 7. Okay, yeah, because he's very inspiring, but still there.
Oh, thank God for that. Well, that's a small mercy. And we'll roll forwards 4 inches. Perfect. Yep.
Yep. It's the main event.
Really, this is the only reason I bought this unit.
Let's get ready to rumble.
3s and 3s. I'm going to do 4 wounds.
I'm definitely laughing out. Uh-oh.
Well, let's see. They've got that Bane Charm off, so I should have done. You should have used my Visions of the Rift to Bane. Oh, no. Okay, so they have done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 damage.
Ooh.
That's nice. They are pretty good. I'm going to die now, but that was pretty fun. Nerf?
It's up to 25, isn't it? So 10 twice.
No worries. That was 6.
Whoa.
Here we go again. 8 wavered. Oh, but you've got Indomitable Will, of course.
Well, of course.
So they're dead, but, you know, super fun for everyone. And I had to move everything out of the way just to get it down. Well, you know, sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. Just goes to show, if I'd have thought to put a Bane Chant onto them, if I'd actually worked out my opponent's list, they only needed 2 extra damage to kill. I would have probably got it. So, in response, so Dan has to think about what to do. The knights on the right go into my Hellstrike Manticore rider guy. He decides that this Death Star unit of my Thundersteers cannot be allowed to survive, so to help out the foot guard, the one that goes into the flank, the wizard sods off as the other knights come into the front of that horde, and his beast cavalry come back over. And rather than the captain that I thought, he's got a little hero on a Pegasus that he shoves quite happily into the way of my other horde on the left there. Yeah. What are we doing? Cannons.
Shooting. Cannon! Onto the knot tangle.
Sure.
There's a little
It's not tangle.
gap between. Trying to run out of good cannonballs, basically.
Hey! I lost! Yes!
Other cannon
I
again.
mean, at this point it's irrelevant. Everything's going to die this turn. Other cannon.
Oh, they've still got one good ball left.
Like me.
4 hits.
Sure.
4 wins.
Sure. They're on 5.
Archers are going to shoot them. Volley fire.
Volley fire.
1 hit. No hits.
Hey!
And this wizard can see them? Oh, basically.
What, into this giant infinity-sized pillar?
The base is grey and it blends to the table. I couldn't see.
Oh, because the base blends in.
Yeah, no,
So sadly the wizard is not going to...
he's not going to do anything there. Knights over here.
Knights on my flying dude.
Yeah. On 3s.
Oh, it's right at once.
2s. 4.
4 wounds, puts him on 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 13, 15, so 10 twice.
9. It's a waiver.
Yeah. He's not got anything... Oh, he's got life leech. What? So should he have 1 less wound?
Yes.
So he's on 4 wounds.
Sorry about that, yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
Ah!
Right. Oh, and you've got the thing in the flank. Oh, they're just going to die. Come on in.
4 in the front. And crush 1 to 4s. 2, 4, 6.
This one's 7.
And then guy in the flank. And 3s and 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Ouch. That's anything but a double 1 twice.
9 and 6.
Wow, sod it. It was fun playing with them. I need to rethink like this.
No, just
I don't know how to play without chaff. How do people play without chaff?
Don't know.
Anyway, not like this.
Knights off the hill.
3s and 2s, right?
Yeah, 3 and 2s. And they have elite. Which is good. Elite.
Onto this 9 damage cannon decimated.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
12 and 9.
21.
21. So there is 21, 23, double 1. Anything but double 1 twice.
11. Overkill.
These dice you have to stop using because they roll too well. I think you need to stop using them because they roll too well. No offence. They do seem to roll a lot of 9s and 10s, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's on the double 1 rolls. This is the cannon dice you should be more upset
This is a noble outing for the first Riftforged Orcs. They're really doing exceptionally well.
We've got these guys, haven't we? We're going to 3.
On the side of the board, it doesn't matter whatsoever.
Yep, that's the one. So 2s is vicious. That's nice. 8, 10, 12, 13.
Sure. Double 1. Anything with double 1 twice?
4. 7.
Okay, more goblins masquerading as tundra wolves out of the way. Don't seem to have a lot of army left coming into turn 4. I'm not going to lie. Not looking great at the top of turn 4. I don't really have many options. So I put, on the left-hand side, I put Vodler into that horde of beast cavalry just to stop them doing anything, because otherwise they're going to flank my horde, who goes into the flank of his hero. And hopefully I can do a massive overrun and get in where I need to be. Then my Thunderseer is going to the Knights, because that's all they can do. But I first move the Stormforged Shrine, aka the Tangle, around because I have stuff I can shoot along with the Amberox, which would hopefully finish off the Horde carrying the tokens at the very least. And that's everything. Oh, my little hero. I think he's wavered. No, he's there anyway. He's holding off those Knights. But next turn isn't going to be pretty. All right, let's try the Wizard's lightning bolt first onto this horde.
Mm-hmm.
So with 4s and 3s. No, 4s and 3s.
Yeah.
Oops, that's 6.
Oh.
He's decided to actually it'd be hard to miss. To be fair, they're right in front of him. 2
True.
wounds.
That's true.
This one's 17. Are they 25?
Yes.
So he's 8
So
now.
it's 8. Yeah.
Right, the Amberox.
So what's this? Broken.
D3s. Wow! 3, 6, 7. Right, piercing ones are 3s.
Yes.
Okay. 2, 4, 6. So then my Forged Shrine guy thing, I guess, can cast Bane Charm? Bane Charm 2, it will be, because he's only got one Riftforged unit near him. So 2, Bane Charm 2, 2 touches to him. Bane Charm works.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll crush 3.
Yep, so 2s.
Okay, and then so Nerve on your big horde.
Yep.
Anything but twice. 8. No, boy, would you be
No, hopefully. So I can drop these anywhere within the footprint,
anywhere
right?
within your footprint.
So I'll just drop them.
In the corner behind your big guy.
Yeah.
So these guys, I've only got hitting on 4s garbage.
4s and 2s.
But it is 4s and 2s, and it's 30 attacks.
Will it be enough?
Well, I hope so.
They're already
It
damaged.
kind of gives me a chance if it does.
It should be, yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, should I give him a lead?
4s!
You never know what you're getting. Okay. So
2, 4, 6, 8.
8 puts them to 11 damage. Where's my thing? Here it is. So that would be a 5, but he's there, so it's a 7 twice.
I've rolled an 8.
Okie dokie. And
5.
5. But so
Well,
it's a waiver though.
is it?
Yeah,
Haven't they got headstrong?
Yes. So they got from 14, 16 to 16, 18. You got 16, so a waiver. Yeah.
Well, it was nice playing you. So, over here we've got 25 attacks.
No.
Oh, in the flank.
50 attacks.
50 attacks. Do you want me to roll it?
You hindered though. Huh?
I'm not. They've got a Pathfinder.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're just going to roll the nerf. I'll roll it.
Yeah.
You can't really see that, but they're dead. He's dead.
That's
And then, overrun. So, I think it should hopefully still be fine.
Oh, for these guys?
Yeah. So, none of that was caught on camera.
You did it.
So, I won't talk about it. But, so I've overrun. But he's just going to stick another wizard in front of me, so it's fine. Alright, to add insult to injury, Dan continues to play excellently. He's so he enacts his plan, so the wizard jumps in front of the horde, and then he does some fiddling around down the bottom, which is extremely clever. So the monarch just sidesteps onto those tokens. But by withdrawing his knights, he realises he can flank charge my Stormforged Shrine, which means that the Beast Cavalry that I've been chasing all game can finally get in on my Thunderseers. Yeah, he's brought the archers up as well, so even that one horde that I've got left, I think Vodler will survive over on the left, but the one horde that's left is going to be chaffed up by archers next turn, and then everything is going to smash into it, and I'm not going to have any units left!
Did that overrun cunningly bring you too close to my cannon? Oh, touche, sir.
Is it?
Yeah, like it's only 9 inches away. It's 12.
Aha!
12, isn't it? Indirect?
Indirect is 12, yeah. You can use your sixes. Yeah, 6 is 1. Special attack.
That's 10, yeah.
So you're doing it over here.
Yeah. Also, let's do that.
Camera's short range shooting, always hits on 6s.
Yeah. 10 attacks, isn't it, I think?
Is it? Sorry, that was a bit squeaky, wasn't it? Oh my god, what?
Yeah. Is it? Grape shot.
Yeah, it takes great at 12 inches, attacks 10, piercing 1, always hits on a 6.
Yeah. Grape shot. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yay!
No! It was worth a try.
But the wizard will shoot at the same target.
Stupid wizard.
Right, goes down. 4, yeah, 3 hits.
What?
Thanks. And 4s, no wounds.
Ah.
The archers have steady aim, so they'll shoot.
Yeah.
Not volley fire.
I like that formation, it's good.
Yeah, not great, but 2 of them.
Mm.
And he's alright. It's a wound from them. Hey. That's all. Oh no, they'll shoot this other cannon on the
On the Amberox.
Amberox, that's it. 1 hit, which is actually 2 hits, which is 2 wounds.
2 wins on the Amberox, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go first.
Got some knights down here.
Yeah. Only unit I've actually managed to chaff up. I'm disappointed that these storm dudes didn't kill anything either time.
That is.
They did an absolutely shed ton of wounds, but.
Well, the first one did. The second one were a bit disappointing to me or something. The ones that hit on 4s. Never have hammers that hit on 4s. You didn't attack me because you're wavered, so it's 3s. Ooh, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8.
This one 12.
Three
3 to kill.
No dice. It's a 4. And a 9.
Yeah.
The brigand.
Oh, the brigand on the caster here. Yeah. Bullying my caster.
He hits on 3s in combat. Yeah.
Defense, I have no idea.
And he's got crushing heavy defense 4.
5.
2 wins.
2 wins. He is 11, 13.
Sorry. So I need 11.
Yes, yes, we call winning the game.
Storm.
36 attacks.
Right. First half. Not hindered, am I? No.
You've been hit though, aren't you? So 3s and 4s.
Yeah, no. It's been 40.
Okay, anything with a 1 twice?
11. 5.
Okay. So I guess you can have those tokens.
Oh, yeah.
And so there we go. Obviously we played on a little bit more. He actually double wand the Thunderseers unit with his Beast Cavalry, which allowed me to take out the Knights and gain the token back for a single turn. But then he squashed me. Nearly everything got squashed, to be honest. Vodler survived, and the Horde on the left did survive, but pointlessly because there was nothing I could do. So very well played, Dan. I think it's fair to say that my list needs quite some adjustment. I have gone back to it. I haven't had the chance to play Riftforged Orcs again. I've been too busy playing other armies and doing other stuff. But I have on my desk, right in front of me, I'm holding one in my hand right now, some Cyclopses to paint to be my Thunderseers. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'll see if I can get them done in time to travel with them. We shall see. I hope you like this battle report. Apologies for using proxy models. I know it's a deadly sin. Let me know what you thought, and we'll see you next time on Death by Dragons.